Hi, I'm Onetime, and this is a video tutorial, instructional video showing how to update and how to set up Darkcoin Masternodes. First of all, I'm going to show you how to update your masternodes if you have a bunch of masternodes and you want a really fast way to easily update them. So you need this file that I've created called darkcoinstuff.zip, and there's a link below this video to download this file that I made. So open up this zip file, and inside you see I've put the program Putty. In case you don't have that program, you'll want that program, but I've also got the Excel file called Darkcoin Setup and Update. So you want to open up that Excel file, and you'll see that there are three tabs. There's Masternode Setup, Masternode Update, and Masternode Info. So if you click on MN Update, this is what you'll need to update your masternodes. So first you should make sure that this address right here is correct for the official most recent version of the Linux Qt. So you should check on darkcoin.io/downloads and go to the Linux Qt, right click on it and copy link address. That'll give you the correct address for the Linux Darkcoin Qt, or you can go to darkcointalk.org and check for Evan Duffield's official newest release of Darkcoin for Linux, and this right here would be, you can see it's 0.10.17.21, which is the most recent one. So in the Excel file, right now if we were updating from 1719 to 1721, then you can see the red, it's 1719 is what we would be saving a copy of, and then 1721 is the new one that we're updating to. If it's a new one, say we're updating from 1721 to 1722, change this to 1721 and all the rest to 1722. But as long as you make sure that this complete address is correct. Okay, now that this is all correct, all you need to do to update your masternodes is copy all of this at once, Control-C, and open up Putty. Like I said, if you don't have Putty, then it's in that zip file that I've given you a link to. And if you have your masternodes each as saved sessions, then all you need to do is go one by one through the masternodes and open them up. Or right now you can just type in the IP address and port. And click Open. Type in your login and password. And then if this is already copied in Excel, all you have to do is right click to paste all of that. And just watch what it does. It updates the masternode and closes itself. And this is still copied, so you can go back into Putty and just open up the next masternode. So then you can just keep repeating the same thing. Just open up the next masternode, type in your login and password, and right click. It'll do all the rest. And then you go to the next one. So that's the simple way to quickly update all of your masternodes. Okay, now if you'd like to set up some masternodes and you don't have any Darkcoins, first you want to buy some Darkcoins because it takes 1,000 Darkcoins per masternode. So to set up one masternode, you're going to need 1,000 Darkcoins. First of all, if you want to buy the Darkcoins, you'll need to get 1,000, which is going to cost you, you can go to coinmarketcap.com to see how much it's going to cost. It's going to be about $2,350 at the current price. The price is probably higher by the time you're seeing this video though. So go to coinbase.com, create an account on Coinbase, and you'll need to buy enough Bitcoins that it will be able to buy you 1,000 Darkcoins. So you can get an idea from this price on coinmarketcap.com. So it's probably around $2,350 plus some extra because there will be some fees. So buy enough Bitcoins that you'll be able to get 1,000 Darkcoins for the Bitcoins plus a little bit extra. Buy those Bitcoins on Coinbase and then create an account on Cryptsy.com if you don't have one already, or whatever other exchange you want to. I like Cryptsy. And click on Balances, go down to Bitcoin, and click Bitcoin, click Deposit BTC, and it'll give you a public key to send the coins to. So from Coinbase, you'll want to send the Bitcoins to that public key, so the Bitcoins will be sent to Cryptsy. Then you'll have your Bitcoins on Cryptsy. It'll take about an hour to get 6 confirmations. That's why Bitcoin sucks and Darkcoin's much better, with instant transactions coming soon. But once this shows you your available balance in Bitcoins, then you'll be able to trade those Bitcoins for Darkcoins. So at that point, you'll want to go to Darkcoin, click on Darkcoin, go to DRK/BTC market, and you will trade your Bitcoins for Darkcoins. You can scroll down and you will see the buy orders and the sell orders. So you can change this price to whatever price you want to pay for your Darkcoins in Bitcoins. You can change that, and you'll see if you want to pay higher than the market price, then you will be buying into these sell orders, and you will instantly be able to buy those coins for whatever price they're being offered as sell orders. Or if you want to put up a lower price than the market price, then you'll just put up a buy order down here somewhere, and you'll just have to wait until somebody decides to sell into your buy order. So it might take a while. It's up to you if you want to put in an order that buys these up, or if you want to put in a lower price and just wait until somebody sells into your order. So once you've traded all of your Bitcoins for Darkcoins, hopefully you'll have 1,000 Darkcoins plus a little bit extra. You can go back to balances, and your balance for Darkcoin will show up, and your balance for Darkcoin here, available balance, will show up as 1,000 plus a little bit more. So now you have your Darkcoins, and you're ready to set up a Masternode. Your Darkcoins are on Cryptsy. So the first thing you'll want to do to set up a Masternode is to create a remote Linux server. So you're going to be creating both a remote server and a local wallet that actually has the coins on your local computer. So the first thing we're going to do is create a remote server running the Linux Qt for Darkcoin. And what I use is vultr.com. I use Vultr, and it's used by a lot of the Darkcoin Masternodes, and so hopefully not all of you will use Vultr, because then if there's a problem with Vultr, that would be a problem for a lot of Masternodes, and that would be bad for Darkcoin. So hopefully you'll find some other remote servers other than this one, but I'm just giving you instructions using Vultr because that's what I use. So create an account on Vultr and click on deploy, and we're deploying a new remote server. So performance series, you can choose whatever location you want in the world. You can do Paris, France, or Australia, or we'll just do Chicago for now. Ubuntu 12.04 x64 is the operating system, $5 a month, and just click on place order. So then after about a minute or so, your remote server will show up, and you can click on manage, and it'll show you this information of your server. Right here it'll show the main IP address, and that's the IP address of your remote server, and then down lower it'll show the initial password, and you'll need that to log in for the first time. The username will be root, and this will be your initial password they give you. So right now, make a copy of Control-C of this IP, and we're going to use this Excel file to keep all of your information, keep a record of all your information. So for the IP, you can just, since we're creating our first Masternode, you can replace all these X's, Control-V, to paste that IP address right here. So you have a record of it, and save the file. Okay, and the location of this new IP is going to be listed right here. It's Chicago, or wherever yours happens to be. Control-C, and put that in the location, and save. So leave this Vultr page up, because what we'll need later will be this password right here. But for now, we're going to create the local Darkcoin wallet that's going to have the 1,000 Darkcoins in it, that's going to start our Masternode. So if you don't have the Darkcoin software on your computer right now, you'll need to download it. So go to darkcoin.io/downloads, and download the Windows software, and you will want to create a folder in your C directory, make a folder called Darkcoin, okay? And you'll want to download the file into this directory, Darkcoin, C:/Darkcoin. So it's going to be darkcoin-qt.exe that you can download to here. And then right click on this file and create a shortcut. Okay, this is a shortcut that was created, and now you can move this shortcut somewhere else on your computer, and I'll just move it onto the desktop. You said I've renamed this shortcut to MN001 because it's my #1 masternode. Now you should create a new file, a text document, but instead of a text document, this is going to be named mn001.conf.conf, and yes, you want to change it. Okay, this is a conf file that will be used later. On this shortcut, now you can right-click on it and go to Properties, and you'll see the target under Shortcut tab. The target is C:/Darkcoin/darkcoin-qt.exe. I'm going to have you add this to the end of it. Okay, after the darkcoin-qt.exe, make it space -DATADIR equals C:/, and then you're going to make up a new folder name, and I called mine Hot Dog. You can call yours whatever you want. You can call it Guitar or whatever you want. And it doesn't have to be in C:, it can be anywhere. It can be on another drive like an E:, or a G:, or whatever, some other drive somewhere, but I have mine in C:/hotdog. So I created a folder. In my C directory, I created a new folder called Hot Dog. Okay, and that's just going to be my Darkcoin data directory, just so that it'll be something that hopefully nobody would look for. I just can't call it a random name. And I'll open this up. If you just create a new folder, this will be empty. But if you already have Darkcoin on your computer, then you should go to your Darkcoin folder, which would be your Darkcoin folder probably be C:/users/your username/appdata/roaming/Darkcoin would probably have these files in it. Well, you should cut all of these files, move them all into this new data directory that we're creating, and I just called mine Hot Dog. It's in the C folder, so just move all of those files into this new folder. Those files will no longer be in that other directory. Back to this shortcut, it's going to have this -data equals C:/hotdog, and then after that have it say space -wallet equals, and now make up a name. I called mine hotdog001. Just make up a name for your wallet. This Masternode wallet, I just came up with the file name hotdog001 so that I would remember that it's my Masternode #1. And you can call it whatever you want, any file name you want, just some random name. And then after that, in this shortcut target, you're going to have space -conf equals C:/Darkcoin/ whatever you called the conf file. We called it mn001.conf, so you'll type that in here, mn001.conf. So once this is all in the target, then every time you run this, you can click Apply and click OK. Every time you run this shortcut, it's going to open the Darkcoin using the data directory of hotdog and using the conf of mn001, and it will be using a file called hotdog001 as its wallet. So if you're just creating a new one right now, it'll create a new wallet called hotdog001. It's not even going to be a wallet.dat file, it'll be just something called hotdog001. But you'll be creating a new one when you double click right now on mn001, this shortcut to Darkcoin, which will create a new wallet that will be used as your local Darkcoin Masternode wallet. So once the client has synced, you can click on Help, Debug Window, and click on Console. Okay, and if you go to this Excel file and under MN Setup, you'll see what we're going to do. We're going to do the Masternode gen key, the get account address 0, and then we're going to dump priv key of that address. So here we're going to type in Masternode gen key, enter, and then get account address 0. Double click on this address and copy, and you want to dump priv key, dump-privkey space, and then paste the address right here, enter, and it gives you the private key. So now here's the Masternode private key, the public key, and the private key for your Masternode wallet, local wallet. So copy this Masternode private key and keep that in this Excel file as the Masternode key. So replace the 7xx with Control V, paste in that private key, and do the same for the public private key of the wallet. So copy the public key and Control V to paste the public key here. Copy the private key and Control V to paste the private key here, and save this Excel file. Now I also recommend getting the second public private key of this second address that this wallet has. So go to Receive, and this is the 0 address we already have, but this other no label address, right click and copy the address and paste it here in Excel, Control V, and then go back to Help, Debug Window, Console, and dump the private key, dump-privkey space, paste, enter, and this private key, copy that, double click it to copy it, right click, copy, and paste that right here, Control V. And now right here, this XXX IP address, you're going to want to put in your IP address right here. So copy this actual text up here, Control C, and then click on this thing and replace these X's with Control V with that IP address. Okay, so now that that's there, that will let you check your Masternode on PuTTY later. Okay, and save the file. And I recommend at this point you should go to Prepare right here and Encrypt Document. You should click Encrypt Document and set a password for this Excel file so that nobody will be able to access all this information that you're saving in this Excel file without your password. So once you've done that, you are ready to encrypt this wallet. Click Control L to clear that and close this, and now go to Settings and Encrypt Wallet. So type in your passphrase. I'm just going to use the passphrase HOT, capital D, capital O, capital G, 123, 123. Okay. So click yes, and after a little while you'll see this saying that it's going to close the Darkcoin client because it's encrypting the wallet. Click OK, and it'll close that down. So now our Darkcoin Masternode wallet, number 1, is ready to have Darkcoins, 1,000 Darkcoins sent to it. It's ready to become a Masternode. So this is the actual wallet file, hotdog001. What you probably want to do is create a backup of this file right here. So what I recommend is somewhere, probably not on the desktop, but somewhere where you want to keep this file, create a RAR archive file, and you want to open it up and set up a password for it. Create a password for this so that you can keep a copy of your wallet, put it in here, and it will have a password to access files in here. And also you should put the Excel file in here when we're finished, and you put all the information there later on. You want to back it up in here. Also put in the conf file that's called, we call it mn001.conf when we're going to update that later. And then you want to save all three of those files and all of your conf files and wallet files in this password protected file that you're backing up your files with. So next you are ready to send 1,000 Darkcoins to this wallet. So you can go back to Cryptsy, and under Darkcoin you can click on withdraw Darkcoin, and that will allow you to send. Your balance should be over 1,000 Darkcoins, so you will want to type in here the amount of Darkcoins will be 1,000 plus whatever extra. So it looks like 1,000.004 here shows up as a net withdrawal of 1,000. It has to be exactly 1,000 Darkcoins sent to this wallet. So under dark withdrawal address, you would go to your Excel file and use this public key, Control C, and paste it in here, Control V. That will be the public address of the Masternode that's going to have 1,000 Darkcoins in it now. So type in your password here and click this if you have two-factor authentication, and you'll have to type in the code that it sends to your cell phone or whatever. Click process withdrawal, and then it will send you an email, and you'll have a link to click on your email, and once you click that, then it'll show up when you click on view all withdrawals under your balance. Click view all withdrawals, and it'll be a processed withdrawal sending the Darkcoins to your Darkcoin wallet, and you'll have to wait until it gets 15 confirmations until you'll be able to actually start your Masternode with that wallet. Okay, now we're ready to create this conf file, mn001.conf, which was I saved in the c:/Darkcoin directory. So open this up with Notepad and go back to the Excel file. Under mn setup, down to the very bottom where it says local conf, and we're going to put in the IP here and the Masternode private key right here. So back on mn info tab we have the IP. So copy this on mn setup, replace these X's with that IP, paste, and do the same on these X's right here. Paste. Okay, and now we want the Masternode private key from back on mn info. The mn key is this one, so copy this right here, right click and copy, and paste that where these X's are. Paste. Okay, and now you want to change this user and password. Just change this to some other random characters and stuff, and then you can just copy all of this together at once. Control C from all of this stuff and paste it all into conf file. Paste. Okay, so file and save. Now you have your local conf file is ready. Now you're ready to set up the remote Linux server. So go to PuTTY, and like I said, if you go to the zip file, you'll get this program called PuTTY, and you'll type in the IP address here, this, Control C, paste, and open. So your login will be root, and the password will be what they gave you on the voter page. Copy this, and in PuTTY all you have to do is right click to paste and then hit enter. Okay, and once you have logged in, you will want to change the password. So type in PASSWD and enter your new password. Enter it twice, and then it'll update the password. Control L if you ever want to clear everything away. So now let's go to the Excel file under the MN Setup tab. Go back up to the top. So now you can go through, and anything that's red here you can change to be whatever it is for your Masternode. So this would be the IP address, and if you click on MN info tab, this is your IP address. You want to copy that and paste that in anywhere you see this xx.xx.xx. That's the IP address. This port 56, you can use 56 or use whatever number port you want. Just change the port to something other than 22, just some other number like 84 or whatever you want. And then these, make sure that this is the most recent version of the Darkcoin Linux Qt that you're going to be downloading. It should be 16.16 was old, so you want to change it to if it's 17.21 or whatever the most recent one is, update all those. Change these passwords to just some random characters and put in your email address if you want the email alerts. This here is the Masternode private key, which we have right here. This is the Masternode private key, so you want to paste that in here, and the IP address. So just update all of these things that are in red to your current information. Okay, so now that you've updated all of these things in red, everything's ready. Go back up to the top, and it'll be a lot of copy and pasting line by line. So the way you paste in Putty is just to right click. It pastes whatever you've got. So this will be the next line. It'll be Control C in Excel, and then you would right click right here, and it will type in this thing and enter after it. It's not going to work for me because I've already done all of this, set it up, but for the first few things, when you type this in here, it's going to ask you are you sure, or whatever. You type in YES, enter, and then it'll ask you for a password. Type that in. So then you Control C here and paste it in. It'll ask you for a password twice, and then after that press enter, 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 Y, enter, and then you'll have set up this user. These two you can do when they're light blue. You can do them together. So Control C on these, right click that here, and you'll be starting creating another login user. It already exists, but for you, you'll be asked for a password twice, and then hit enter, 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 Y, enter, and you'll set up that login user. Control C, right click, Control C, right click, so the SUGG, and then Control C on this line and type in your password, and then you can do all of these blue ones together. Control C, right click, and it'll bring you to this arrow down and left here. So this, you will see right now, says 22. You're going to change this to whatever number you want, and I'm using 56. So I'm leaving it at 56, but you can make it whatever number, different port number you want. You can make it 81 or 33. Just make it something different than 22. So Control X, Y, enter, and that has been changed. Now you're ready to do this line. Control C, right click, Y, enter, and then next line, Control C, Control C, right click here. Looks good. So now we're ready to reboot. Control C, right click, and reboot. So close this down and start Putty again. If you want to save the session, you can create a session for port 56. Okay, so put in the IP here and port 56 here, and if you want to save this for your Masternode 01 and then click save, then you could save it for the future so that you could easily access it without having to type both of these things in. But for now, I'm just going to go open it this way. Click open and move it over here, log in as GG, type in your password, and now go on to the next line. So Control C, and right click, type in your password, and next line, Control C, right click, type in your password, next line, Control C, next line, Control C, and then these, you can do them together. Control C, and right click. Now you'll see that this is not really upgrading very much, but yours will probably be upgrading, and you just click yes for things, and then when it comes to the pink screen, hit the right arrow and enter, and then the up arrow and enter, and that'll take care of that. And now Control C, right click, and it'll reboot. So close this down and open up PuTTY one more time. And if you've already saved it as saved session, you can go to it. Log in, GG, type in your password, and on the next line, Control C, right click, password, next line, Control C, right click here, password. Next you can do these all at once, Control C, right click here. It might ask you for a password. If it does, type in your password. Now you can do these all at once, Control C, right click here, and it takes you to this conf. So now you can see here on the Excel page, the remote conf is going to be all of this, and since we've already updated all of these, the private key, the IP address, and you change these username and password and change it to your email address, then you can just copy all of this together, Control C, and right click here to paste it all, and then Control X, Y, enter. So that conf has been saved, and now you are ready to start the Darkcoin D daemon. Control C and right click, and the Darkcoin server is starting. So if you want to see what it's doing, you can Control C on this and right click. You can see it's doing a bunch of stuff. Now to get out of that, Control C on this gets you out of it. Okay, so now you're just back here, and if you want to get info, Darkcoin D get info, Control C and right click. This will show you the version number should be the most recent one. This is 1723 that I've got, so make sure yours is the most recent, and this is the protocol version. When they're updating the Masternode Qt, if the protocol version changes from this number to something else, then you're going to have to do Masternode start on each of the local wallets to get them to update to the newest Darkcoin protocol. And right now your blocks probably will be a smaller number, but when you if you press up enter to keep looking at this over and over, you'll probably see that this number gets bigger each time because it's downloading blocks, because this is a brand new server that's downloading the blockchain, and once it gets up to the current number, then it'll just stay at the same number for a while until another block is added. And when the wallet has started up and synced, you can take a look at the balance. It should be exactly 1,000 Darkcoins, which you sent to this wallet from Cryptsy, and the transaction that sent the coins needs to have 15 confirmations. So put your mouse over this and make sure that you have to wait until it's confirmed at least 15 times before you can start the Masternode. So then when you're ready to start the Masternode, click on Help, Debug Window, and Console, and now just type in Masternode Start space and then your password. So that's the password I used, and it'll say successfully started Masternode. Now your Masternode is running. Congratulations. You can close down Darkcoin, and in this backup file, I called it backup.rar. It's password protected, this file with your backups. You should save a copy of this Darkcoin Setup Excel file in here. This file mn001.conf. You should save a copy of that in here. In hotdog001 is the actual wallet file that we already saved from the hotdog folder, and yours might be a different folder, but that's the wallet file. Those three files you'll want to back up that's password protected in this RAR. So once you've done that, you probably want to check to see if your Masternode is running. So go to drk.mn And in the Excel file, you see that I have this link that you can type in. If you have multiple masternodes, you can type in the IPs with this line in between them and this address, and you can check them to see if they are running. So just type in the IPs right here, or you can type them in within parentheses right here, and it'll show which masternodes are running, and if it's good, it'll show up all green, and it'll show the version right here, the balance right here, and you'll start getting payments adding to the 1000 balance that you start with. To update your masternodes, like I said at the beginning of this video, if there's not a protocol version change, then you just copy all of this all at once and paste it into PuTTY, and it'll automatically update each masternode. If you do have a protocol version change, then for each masternode you have your own. It has its own shortcut, has its own wallet, and has its own conf file. So the shortcut should go to the correct wallet and the correct conf, and you'll need to do a masternode start with your password afterward to restart each masternode to do the update. Now, if you have multiple masternodes, then what you should do is create one wallet that controls all of the coins in all of the wallets, so that you can send, when you get payments, you can send them all somewhere all together at once. So create a shortcut again to Darkcoin and right click on it, Properties, and for the target, after it says darkcoin-qt.exe, add in this space -datadir equals, and whatever your data directory is going to be, like mine was c:/hotdog space -wallet equals, and whatever you want this new multiple wallet to be, the one that controls all of your coins. So I called mine just MULTI, multi. That's just the name of this wallet. So click apply, click OK, and when you open this, it'll create this new multiple wallet. So once that starts up, wait for it to create the wallet and sync up. Encrypt the wallet, make a password, and wait for it to close down after you've made the password, and then restart it up with this shortcut. Go to Help, Debug, and you'll click on Console. First you need to unlock the wallet for a period of time, and then you're going to import private keys. Type in wallet passphrase space, and then whatever your password is, and mine was hotdog123 space, and now the number of seconds that you want to leave this wallet unlocked. Okay, so I'm going to put in 999. Enter. Since you can see that the password there, you don't want that to be visible, so Control L to clear that. And now we're going to import private keys one by one. If you've listed all of your public and private keys and masternode keys and IP addresses, just go to the private key for each of the masternodes that you've created and Control C to copy it. And here just type in import priv key, IMPORT-PRIVKEY space, and paste in whatever yours. It won't be all X's, it'll be a private key. When you press enter, you'll see that the total balance will add 1,000 more Darkcoins to this multiple wallet every time you import a new private key. So if you've imported, say, 5 of them each, then this will show a balance of 5,000 for this wallet that controls all 5 of the masternode's coins. So now that you have a multiple wallet that is controlling all of your masternode coins, you can send, if you start getting payments, so if this goes, say, to 5,020, well, if you got 20 coins that you want to send somewhere else, you can click on Send. You have to allow coin control, so you go to Settings, Options, Display, and Display Coin Control Features. You do want that clicked. Okay, so when you go to send, click on Inputs, List Mode, and you will see your 1000s, and then you will see the payments of 1.5 or 1.75 or whatever. So click the checkboxes that'll be over here only for the small amounts that were masternode payments. So all of those are checked, and click OK. And if you're going to send them to an address, type the address in here. And once you have payments selected in this inputs, it will show over on the right side the amount after the fees are paid that you will be able to send. So type in the amount that it says over here in here, and then you'll send all of those coins. Have dark send unchecked and click send, and you can send all of those coins to another address, so you can have your Masternode payments all together. If anybody wants to give me some tips, my Darkcoin tip address is down below, and I appreciate that. Thank you for watching this video, and good luck as a Masternode operator. Congratulations. One time.